Hi, ladies. Welcome back. My name is Dosa Priska, and this is the Star Pod. So, before we even begin today, happy International Women's Day, happy International Women's Week, happy International Women's Month, because we deserve a whole month to celebrate us. We deserve every good thing. And I am so proud to call myself a Gen Z. I am so proud of this generation of women. I am so proud of the things we are doing in this world because you come on social media and you're marveled and inspired and intrigued by the amount of ladies dominating their fields. We're just taking over the world, and it's amazing to see. So today I just want to talk about how proud I am of women. I am proud of how proud I am of our generation and the things that I see that are different from that of the older generations. So stay tuned. So first of all, I am proud of the way they handle matters. If there's anything I see is that what our moms, our aunties, our older sisters were quiet about, we'll talk about. We are not going to take no for an answer. We are not going to let a patriarchal society shape our lives. We are going to make decisions of how we want our future to look like. And not just because of us, but because of the children and daughters we are going to have after us. Because we have come to realize that this society that we currently live in, a lot of the things or laws that were put in place were not put with women in consideration. They were not put with women in mind. They were put because it was a patriarchal society, so it favored the men. But we women are making a conscious effort to ensure that our futures are secured by being in power. You can see now a lot of women are diving into politics, into different aspects of career, law, the medical field, every aspect. And it is such a beautiful thing to see that you come to a hospital and you can ask for a female doctor and they're like, okay, yeah, come, she's here. You can go to a law firm and you can ask for a female lawyer. And it's just so beautiful to see because there is this security that comes with having someone your gender, not just your gender, especially for women, because you feel very unsafe in our society to be a lot of rape, a lot of injustice, a lot of harassment and accusations. And it just makes sense to know, to have someone who understands your point of view. I also want to talk about how proud I am that we are firm with our decisions and our boundaries. We are such a generation, especially this our current generation, we are such a generation of if we say no, we mean no. Like there is no questions asked. If you tell me this or you ask me for this and I say no, I don't expect you to then question why are you saying no. But you should consider no. Allow me make my decisions for myself. Because personally, I don't know about you, but the way I look at the world is I see the future somehow. Like anytime I make a decision for myself, sometimes, or rather most times I consider the woman in the future. Like I consider the girl in the future. I consider the lady in the future. Anytime I go through something that is a bitter experience and that could make me, that could kind of like make me fall or just make me feel frustrated and unsafe in that environment. Even if I don't want to speak out about it, I think about the people that are lesser than me, people that are the little girls, the people that did not go to school, people that will probably not be allowed to speak up. And if they see someone like you or they see a female like them speaking up, is just the most beautiful thing ever. Like on social media now, there is this girl that records, I think they call them BRT buses in Lagos. And all she was asking was just for the government to provide better buses in Lagos, right? For people to be able to move from one place to the other. Imagine coming out by 5 a.m., by 4 a.m., and it's just one BRT bus, and there are like 600 people in a queue. And it's just so painful because it's not that you wake up on time. I didn't expect you to wake up by 3. And that girl faced so much harassment, so much accusations. People were trying to beat her because she was fighting for them. It's not like the government like Nigerians were trying to beat her because she was fighting for them. Oh, don't record. And the fact that she still kept speaking up is such an inspiration. You can imagine that video went viral. And there are so many ladies now that around their areas, they will be able to say, okay, I don't think I'm comfortable with this happening. And if this girl can speak up about it and get the attention she got, and not just the attention, she can speak up about it, and despite the harassment, keep speaking up about it, it is worth my time. And that is the beauty of this generation. That is how beautiful our generation is. And the other thing I want to talk about is that some people may call us opinionated, and people may call us very independent or open-minded, that we are not open-minded, that what matters is, this is how the world has been. You just have to come and continue that way, like, a slave mind. And I just want to bring in something that someone very reputable said. He said that question everything. Always ask questions. That is what makes us human. And if you are if you see a system and you're not comfortable with the system, you see the way they do things around here and you're not comfortable with it, ask questions. Say, no, I don't think I like this. I'm not comfortable with this. And of course, they will try to shut you down. As I'm speaking from personal experience, during my working experience, that's my internship, there were so many experiences I found myself in that I would have kept quiet about, but I chose to go the extra mile by talking about it, because I didn't just feel, like I said, I don't just feel burdened for myself. I feel burdened for the women after me, because I looked around and I realized that if they can do this to me, knowing fully well I'm very outspoken, knowing fully well I'm very blunt, and I see my mind where it is, imagine what they can do to the girl who does not have a career, a girl that is trying to figure out her life and does not have connection. Even though I didn't have connection there, but I'm trying to say that I was very outspoken and I was very straightforward, and I do not mince my words. And so I just felt very burdened for the women, and so I decided to talk about it. And of course, you'll be met with who the hell does she think she is? Who do you think you are? You're just coming. But it didn't matter to me. What mattered was that I had passed across the message I needed to pass across. And that is what makes our generation of women exceptional. The truth is that as we fight for freedom, we might be easily, made to believe that everything that women want to achieve, we have achieved. There was the first wave of feminism. There was the second wave of feminism. There was the third wave of feminism. I think we're currently in the fourth wave of feminism. And it's very easy to believe that everything that we women wanted to achieve, we've achieved. We can vote now, we can drive cars, we can enter into any field of our choice. But I personally believe that, I'm not a feminist by the way, but I personally believe that women empowerment goes beyond these four waves of feminism. Our duty as women is not just to now come together as a community or a society, but to take on the responsibility of being I don't know how to explain it, being watchful for the person coming behind us. For example, there is a little girl living in your community and you know that this girl can be easily manipulated by the men around your community. You might not necessarily go and meet her and be like, okay, anything that you don't like or you don't understand, come and meet me. Oh, you can just take it upon yourself to, anytime you see her, just watch her movements, just look out for her. Just like a sense of it's healing. That's what I would say. It's healing to your inner child to know that you are doing something that was probably not done for you. I don't think there's any woman in this generation that has not faced a form of sexual harassment or even from rape to assault, all types of sexual harassment. At least a woman has faced one of this. And it's so beautiful to see women come together in a community or in the society or in the world generally, and just watch out for each other and be the eyes that the younger ladies need to grow up in a safer environment. I really loved what happened with Ochaya's case, where a lot of women came out and spoke actively for Ochaya. A lot of us never had, even those of us in our generation now, we never had people that would speak up for us. A lot of us were labeled liars, what can you say? That's happened to every lady. Don't worry, just continue your life. But the more you speak out for it or on it, the more it heals you, the more it makes you realize that yes, you can be the change you want to see. I'm so proud of our generation of women. We have broken down so many stereotypes and barriers. There are so many people online, women in men's field, and that anytime I go past those videos, it's always so funny. But I just want to say that International Women's Day is not just to celebrate us, it's to celebrate our successes, our ambitions, our futures, our goals, our passions in this world. And, we are creating a whole new opportunity for women behind us to dream higher than they ever could and to aspire to be more than they ever dreamed of. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. Happy International Women's Day.